Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Happy Tuesday! So, I decided that today I would do the ladies survey that was started by Miss X Rojas, Rosiana, that's going around the internet right now. So that's what we're doing. Awesome, let's get right to it. The first question is, who are your favorite female YouTubers? And I watch a lot of females on YouTube, so I have a lot of them. And I will put links down in the description of all these people, and I think that they're great. So, Christina Horner, I Talk to Snakes, Haley G. Hoover, Carrie Hope Fletcher, Katie Matthews, Emily the Brave, Lindsay the Nerdiest, Rosiana, Kaylee Hyde, Vi Hart. I don't know if this totally counts because I know that it's fictional, but I love the Lizzie Bennett Diaries, so I'm just gonna say it. I love Ali ASL. She's a woman who makes really, really good sign language videos. And I also really like Silly Sparinus. The second question is, who are your favorite female athletes? And a lot of people have having trouble with this question, but I definitely consider dancers and gymnast athletes, so this was not at all hard for me. I really, really love Shawn Johnson and Nastya Lukin and like most of the other famous gymnasts because they're just so strong and so wonderful. And I know that she's dead, but I love Anna Pavlova because she was one of the most beautiful ballet dancers like ever. And I also really like Melanie Moore. She was the girl who won So You Think You Can Dance last season, and I'm kind of obsessed with that show. Number 3, favorite book with a female protagonist written by a female author. I really like the Dragon Riders of Pern series by Anne McCaffrey, and especially the first 3 books that she wrote, Dragonflight, Dragon Quest, and The White Dragon, because they feature a really, really strong female character named Lessa, and she is totally kick-ass and awesome in a male-dominated society. I also love Tamara Pierce. All of her books are wonderful and feature strong female characters, but I probably like her series The Protector of the Small the best, mostly because that was just the first series of hers that I read. Number 4, what's your favorite film with a female protagonist written by a woman? And this was tricky for me because I tend not to pay attention to the people who write the films, but maybe it's something that I should think about. But I recently saw Brave and absolutely loved it, so I think I'm going to go with Brave. 5, what is your favorite female fictional character? That was a lot of alliteration. Favorite female fictional, that's fun. I absolutely love Hermione because she's strong and smart and funny and really awesome. And I also do love Caladri, who's the protagonist of the Tamara Pierce series that I talked about a little bit ago. 6, what is the biggest problem facing female content creators today? And I sort of think that there are like 3 big ones. So yeah, a lot of people who have answered the survey said that the big problem is that female creators are seen as female before they are seen as creators, which I think is a bit of an issue. And something that's related to that is what Christina Horner talked about in her video, and she articulated this much better than I'm going to, so I'll link to her video in the description. You should totally watch it. But she said that a lot of times female is seen as a genre of books or movies like chick lit, and a lot of times female creators feel like they have to stay away from that, and men definitely feel like they have to stay away from that, as if writing books and movies about females is somehow bad or lesser or boring, which is totally not true. Humans are humans, and everyone has an interesting story to tell. At least that's what I believe. And I think the other big problem that women face as content creators, and especially on YouTube, is the terrible, terrible harassment that goes around. And I know this happens to everyone, but it seems to happen more frequently and with more force to female creators. For instance, Lacey Green, who's a great, great YouTuber, recently received a whole lot of hate for using an inappropriate word that she said in a video 3 years ago that she has since taken down and apologized for many, many times. And so, because of this, she has received hate mail and emails like with pictures of her house and death threats. And this is not okay. Another great female YouTuber, Anita Sarkeesian, who runs Feminist Frequency, recently started a Kickstarter project to try and raise money for the next series of videos that she wants to do, because it's going to cost a little bit of money to do some of the research. And she's received so much hate. Her Wikipedia page was vandalized multiple times, and this is just not okay. And I feel like a big part of the problem with this is the websites, that they don't have a really good system for reporting these things. Like, and I know that you can block the user, but that doesn't really do that much. So I feel like there is definite room for improvement there. Number 7, and this is the long one that everyone's been having trouble with, so I'm also going to read off my notes here. Is YouTube or online video better or worse than television for tackling the problems and prejudices that women face in the workplace today? And I'm going to agree with most everyone else who said this, and that YouTube and online video is better because, yes, it's more of a streamlined process, and as a woman, I have control over every part of the videos that I'm making, which is not exactly how it goes in television and Hollywood and stuff like that. So I think that's much better. Number 8. What do you pledge to do to make the internet a better environment for all creators? I'm also going to go with what most people have been saying, and to say that just to have a positive energy on my channel and on the comments that I make on videos and things like that. It's hard to say what specifically I can do because I guess the problems just feel so big, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't do anything about them. Number 9. Tell a story or secret or something like that featuring women. Quite a few summers ago, my mom and I went to the grocery store, and after we had gotten our groceries and were getting back in the car, my mom said something and I misheard her, and I cannot for the life of me remember what she said. I think it has something to do with the groceries that we had just bought or something like that. But since I misheard her, I turned to her and I go, "What? Purple Ninja?" And we laughed hilariously, and now in our house, that is what we say when someone mishears someone else. And finally, number 10, tag people. So I'm gonna tag anyone who wants to do this video. Totally go for it. I would love that. And I'm also gonna specifically tag my friend Geek Will, because not a lot of guys have been doing this survey, and I'm interested to hear someone else's perspective. So yeah, that is just about it. I will see you guys later.